I absolutely love to read books, but honestly, sometimes I just don't feel like it. That's why I'm so grateful that I have a membership with Audible. Now I can have someone read books to me on demand whenever I want. Now I can listen to audiobooks while I'm exercising, cleaning the house, or visiting the royal throne. Sometimes I even like to listen to audiobooks as I fall asleep. It's actually quite relaxing. My Audible membership gives me thousands of books to choose from, which is why I'm recommending it to you. And if you use the link in the description, you can get 2 free audiobooks. That's 2 books of your choice, absolutely free, just for signing up via the link in the description. And you can even give Audible as a gift for someone you care about. Join Audible today. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Kweli Kush. If you like the videos on this channel, then why not visit our website, kwelikush.com. We post every day with topics ranging from religion to science, critical thinking, black-owned businesses, and much, much more. On the website, you'll also find links to all of the other social media related to Kweli Kush. I personally post a book recommendation daily to the blog, and we are 420 friendly. So come on down, visit us, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. kwelikush.com. Welcome everybody to another rendition of the new Atheist Experience. Once again, the name of our show will be changing in a couple of weeks, and we still are open to suggestions. So if you have any, please go to kwelikush.com and leave a message. And we just might change the name of our show to the one that you pick. So the title of tonight's episode: Why Your Faith is Holding You Back. So I'm not even going to tell you why. I'm going to talk about faith. And this is a live call-in show, people. So if you want to participate in the conversation, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please call the number at the bottom of the screen, and you can participate in the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about faith, and by the end of the conversation, you're going to be able to tell me why your faith is holding you back, if you have any. So where do we begin? First, let's define faith. All right. So you don't got to take my definition for it. If you can do so without leaving a stream, I ask that you go to a source of internet. If you got a newer phone, you should be able to minimize the window and you still be able to listen while you surf the web. Or maybe you got another device. If you're watching on your smart TV, you got a phone or a laptop nearby. If you can't, then just listen in. But if you can, I want you to look at the definition with me so you know I'm not lying to you. You know I'm not making shit up. So when you type in the word faith in Google, followed by the word definition, what we find is 2 definitions come up. The first one is complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Okay. The second one is strong belief in a God or in the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. Very specific definition. There's a strong belief in a God or religion, and it says based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. So if you have faith, what you're saying is you don't want proof, you don't want evidence. You're just going to simply choose to believe whatever it is that you have faith in. So basically you're admitting that you don't have a good reason to believe in your religion or your God. Because if you did, then you would believe in another religion. If you're a Christian, then why aren't you a Muslim? Because they have the same exact amount of evidence as you for their God. 0. If you have faith. Because faith by definition, not my definition, faith by definition does not have proof. Any. Alright? Let's see what the Bible says about faith. Turn your Bibles, if you have one. If not, then use the internet, and I want you to look up Matthew 21 and 22. In Matthew chapter 21, verse 22, And it reads, and whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. And whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. So right there, we got a blatant lie in the Bible, because we all know that there are many people that have faith that pray for things that they don't get. So all y'all who say that the Bible is 100% true and the Bible is the word of God, why is the Bible lying? We can look at Hebrews 11:6. It says, and without faith, it is impossible to please him. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. And without faith, it is impossible to please him. They're talking about God, no? So if you don't have this irrational belief in this God that you can only choose because you don't have any evidence for, then he ain't even fucking with you. What kind of God is that? God is the parent that doesn't meet his kids, but instead he sends a nigga named Paul with a letter that tell his kids if they don't believe in him, even though they never met him, then he ain't fucking with them at all. But his kids don't have they never met this parent. All they got is a letter. They ain't even met Paul. They just got the letter that says Paul wrote. They don't even know if Paul really wrote this shit. That's the equivalent of your religion. You got some second-hand, third-hand, hand-me-down shit that's 2,000 years old, and it says explicitly in it that you must believe it without a reason, or your God of your imagination won't even fuck with you. You know what? I don't want to hog up the show. Kwame, you in the building?
God inspired. I said, well, are you trusting? Who told you that though? Didn't the man tell you that? That you, so you basically putting your faith in man.
I think
that's about God. Who the hell is called?
That's true. That's all you can do. It's like people always say, like the Bible is the word of God and stuff. But how would you know that? How have you verified that? It don't seem like the word of God, and we just went over a verse in it that's not even true. But you know they gonna find some way to rationalize it. They gonna say, he was just talking to him or some shit like that. But y'all know it's a lot of people that believe this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because this whole this is God's word or something like that. I have to say this word.
Yo, Kwame, I can hear you, but you sound distorted.
Oh, hold on, let me go. Hold on real quick. I'm having technical. Somebody tried to call me, man, and messed up the whole. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, man, people always call you. Right when you go live, they be doing me like that too.
It's always an apt time when they do that shit. Like,
I want some real.
Don't call you all day.
I want some real believers to call in tonight, man. So, cause you know, what I mean, I know we got a lot of fellow black atheists that listen to the show. We had a few believers call in last week, but cause we got a lot of people in the comments that like to comment and stuff, but they don't never call the show. And the questions that they ask, they be good questions, and I want to answer them. But I also want to have a show. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got all these questions, call the show, is what I tell them. But I don't know if they scared or they nervous, but they don't call the show. So if there's any believers out there listening, please call in, and we're just going to ask you what you believe and why, and you're going to be able to tell us why you believe. And if you give us a good reason, then maybe we'll believe it too, and then we won't be atheists anymore. You have that option every Sunday night to convert two atheists into believers. But don't be surprised if you end up questioning your own beliefs. And don't be scared to question your own beliefs. Because if you can't question your beliefs, then you delusional. You deluding yourself.
That part.
You doing it to yourself, just like Ray Higgins was saying. You know what I mean? That's why I played that video to go along with tonight, because a lot of this, you know, black people are doing to themselves at this point. Yeah, it was passed down through slavery and all that stuff. That's how we got it. But man, we got this show. We got the ACA, got the Atheist Experience, Truth Wanted, Talk Heathen. Like we got people like Christopher Hitchens wrote tons of books. Richard Carrier.
You got Sinetta.
Yeah, Sinetta. You know what I mean?
You got all them.
It's a lot of resources out here. So at this point, if you still falling for the con, you know what I mean? We here to save y'all, just like the church claim that they here to save y'all. We here to save y'all from the real deal. You know what I'm saying? The actual moral.
And you know the thing is, what I asked the Christian, I'm gonna cut you off.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but what are we being saved from, though? Yeah, I asked a Christian, what are we being saved from? Well, that's the whole thing. I'm like, what are we being saved from?
It's a con, man. It's a mindful. See, the whole thing is you being saved from what they told you. It's all a part of their religion. If you don't know nothing about Christianity, they have nothing to save you from. But then it's part of Christianity is heaven and hell. So they supposed to be saving you from going to hell. Because it say right here in Hebrews 11:6 that without faith, it's impossible to please him. So they supposedly saving you from damnation because you have to have faith in this imaginary God in order to get to the kingdom after you fucking die. You know what I mean? That's the con. So first they got to make you believe in a afterlife, and then once you buy that, then they can tell you all types of shit. But what you failed to do, and what our parents failed to do, and their parents failed to do, was ask them, how do they know that? If you gotta wait till you die to figure all this shit out, how the fuck do you know this shit? Oh, because it's in a book? But what about the Hindu Vedas and the motherfucking Quran and all these other religious texts that the Bible seems to mirror so eerily, you know what I'm saying, eerily similar to all these other texts, and they're so eerily similar to all these ancient texts.
With the same goddamn story.
You know, we just been taught to believe and accept and all that shit, but you know, we ain't having it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And can I be heard?
For sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you know, that's just like old girl. You know what I'm saying? And I know I don't mean to keep bringing her up, but she's saying that, you know, this is what I want to say. I hate when Christians like her. She said that nobody told her about God. So I hate when Christians always throw that line in there. Nobody told me about God. I wasn't raised in the church. I was out in the streets. I was doing this. I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe a word she goddamn said, because you goddamn knew somebody had to tell you about God. Somebody had to tell you about that fucking book. Somebody had to tell you about faith and salvation and heaven and hell. You know, if that shit, God did not just come down and zap that shit in your head after you said you done been raped and been out in the streets and shit like that. I don't believe nothing that motherfucker said.
That's great. That's like a kid being born and his parents or nobody ever teach him about the tooth fairy, but for some reason he started putting his teeth under the pillow. How crazy would that be? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So look, I got people calling me, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I can't even fucking.
Yeah, people want to call it the most. Get off your. Appreciate the DSA. Appreciate the DSA. I'm trying to get her to call in because I want her to explain to me. Well, explain to my people, my conscious, my woke folks, why the Bible is inherent word of God and it was inspired by man. But at the same time, we can't put our faith in man, but she does. Because when I talk about Mansa Musa and ancient Kemet and stuff like that, oh, that was man wrote that book, man wrote all that, but man wrote your book, but it was inspired by God. I'm like, how you know that? Who told you that? You learned this from another person. Like, you did not just get this knowledge just out of thin air. Like, nobody just, you just didn't come, oh, ding, I'm a Christian out of nowhere when nobody even talking about it. You know that this is the most popular fucking religion in the world. Yet you want to say that you found God on your own. Yeah.
Did you catch the Atheist experience tonight?
I barely did, man. I was actually out of town. I caught it on the highway, but then like when you get in certain parts of Texas, it's like I lost signal for like 30 miles. I'm like, I don't see how, man. So I caught a little bit. Matt wasn't on there tonight though. It was I forgot what they were talking about, but they had a caller.
I'm sorry, Jenna. I think her name Jenna or something. Like
Jenna, and it was a new cat I never seen before.
Yeah, I ain't know who he was either. He was good though. But they had a caller. He actually said, they asked him, "How do you know something is true?" This nigga said, "If billions of people believe it." You know what I'm saying? Which is
an appeal to
fallacy.
Yeah, it's an appeal to a popularity fallacy.
Right, yeah.
It's an appeal to popularity.
It's a good way to be wrong about some shit. But I get that, you know, so I get that from my friends, you know what I mean? Because they like, there's Christians, they claim they're not Christians, but everything they say is from the fucking Bible. So I always bring it up every time they say something from the Bible. I'm like, that's that Christian shit. And they be like, what you talking about? I'm like, that's from the Bible. But they don't see it though. It's like it's in their brain so deep they don't see it. But they always make the point, like, well, everybody else believe it, you know what I'm saying? My whole family, this, that, and the third. I'm like, that don't make it true.
Therefore God, therefore it's true. If everybody else believe it, therefore it's true. That's just like an innocent person can get accused of a murder, but just because people believe it's true without any court or any evidence, that makes it true.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? That's why they have a justice system. You know what I'm saying? God, we need to put God on trial. Yeah.
It's a tribal thing because people don't want to. They don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, out, not part of the group, not in the
ostracized or something like that.
If most people, I bet you, if most people was atheists, you know what I'm saying, so many more people would become atheists. But it's the fact that most people are religious that people don't want to be left out. Just like when you become vegan, just becoming vegan, you don't even have to, you know what I'm saying, put religion into it. Just changing your diet from eating meat and animal products to becoming vegan. Your social dynamic will change because people will invite you out less because they're gonna want to eat other stuff than what you want to eat. Their perception of what a vegan is like bland, boring, shit don't taste good. I don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had like one of the best motherfucking, let me tell you some funny shit, bro. I went to this Mexican restaurant and first this chick took me there and you know what I mean? I ain't never been there before. It's like a straight up Mexican restaurant where they make them real tacos like from Mexico. You know what I mean? So she got the vegan burrito. I ain't never been there before, so I got what she got. I got the vegan burrito too. Let me tell you, bro, this was the best fucking burrito I ever had in my life. That shit was so fucking good, dog. And you couldn't even, by the time I like got halfway through it, I forgot that it wasn't no meat in it. So I said, man,
that's how I eat.
I said, I'm gonna buy one for my mom, right? I bought two of them. I took her to her job so she could eat them at work. So I'm surprised to bring her lunch and all that shit. It's gonna be good. It's the best burrito I ever had. She gonna love this shit. I gave it to her. She was happy. I said it's a vegan burrito, and the look on her face is like, look, it's vegan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, it's good though. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat it. Man, a couple days later, I asked this woman, how you like that burrito? Oh, I gave it to my coworker. What?
That's crazy.
Just because it didn't have no fucking meat in it. This is the psychology of the people. And this is my mom I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't just like you bring your personal stuff into the show. I can bring my personal stuff into the show too. So like, I ain't holier than thou, as they say. We all know what that means. Just for lack of a better term, I ain't above nobody. ain't below nobody. Like, I'm talking about my mother. Just the mindset of people in general to stop eating meat is so hard for people, and to stop believing in God is equally hard for black people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to promote veganism. I'm gonna probably eat some chicken tonight. I'm just making a point. It's so hard because why the hell do we eat meat? Because somebody taught us to. If we had to kill our own food, a 10-piece chicken, a 10-piece hot wings is 5 baby chickens. If you had to do that every time you wanted a 10-piece hot wing, I don't think you would want it so much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we've been brainwashed and conditioned by the society, the fact that we can go to the store and get the shit and it's in the box, it's in the package. All we gotta do is pass them some paper and they gonna hand us some chopped up animals, and we go to the motherfucking club, and we try to get bitches to come home with us and have sex, and they try to get us to give them money and all that type of shit. And then we go to church on Sunday and ask for forgiveness. Who taught us to do these things? And why do we still perpetuate this behavior? Is it because of our ego faith? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And I'm an atheist, and y'all know how I kick it if y'all watch the show, but I'm the only person in my family that's an atheist. I'm the only one of my friends that's a atheist. Not every one of them is religious per se, but I'm the only one that's straight up, I don't believe in God. And you know, so I take it a step further. I say there is no God. Well, go ahead, Kwame.
Shit, well, we boys, I'm an atheist too, so shit, I'm your friend too. So you got one friend that's an atheist, bro.
I'm talking about in proximity though, you know what I mean? You all the way in Texas and shit.
Oh yeah.
And you know, when I come out there, it's OV, cause we gonna shut the city down.
Already.
But I'm talking about like, you know what I mean, the people that's in proximity, the people that I see on the day to day. I don't really know no atheists, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the only one in my family that's atheist. Well, my cousin, I got a cousin named Mimi. She said that she's conscious. She don't believe in Jesus and stuff like that. But I think she more claiming agnostic. I said, Mimi, you're an atheist because she was even telling my mom. She said he not crazy. He know what he talking about. He really. She said even our granddaddy wasn't Christian. You know what I'm saying? So, but my mom believes that, you know, that my grandfather, I never seen my grandfather pick up a Bible. Every time Jehovah's Witnesses used to come around, he used to run them off. Talking about he was gonna shoot him in the ass. My grandfather didn't believe in that shit. My grandfather never went to church. Now it wasn't until he was after my grandmama died. That's when he started that's when Uncle George, which is a deacon of the church, started trying to tell him, hey, you need to get your his life right with Christ. And first my grandfather was like, man, get the hell out of my face. You my little brother, man, get the fuck out of my face. But then when he was about, I think like a month before he died, I think that's when he went to go get saved. And that's because he was old. Papa was 72. And yeah, y'all conned the old man into, I mean, at least he didn't waste his life with the shit, you know. But still, at the same time, y'all conned this man into thinking that he was gonna go to hell if he didn't come get saved. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's so fucked up, man. And when I found out that when people go to the Alcohol Anonymous shit, they make like believe in or profess that you believe in Jesus or some shit like that. And I don't see how.
That's why I didn't go. So I said I'm. Exactly. That's why I didn't go. That's why I'm still drinking alcohol. So,
it's cool. It's cool to drink, you know. No. Just don't get fucked up.
Oh, I don't get fucked up now because I got to be at work in an hour. So you know, I only drink just a couple of glasses a night. That's it. And I may even drink just one glass a night. Yeah, I'm really not even. I still got a bottle of Jack Daniels from last week. So, and I only drink really on Sundays. So.
I drink, but I don't get drunk, man. I used to drink every day, but you know what I'm saying? That shit don't agree with my body like that. But I still want to remind everybody that this is a live call-in show. We are live right now. Y'all can call the number at the bottom of the screen. Y'all can participate. We want to know what you believe and why, especially if you are religious. Because if I'm going to be real with you now, if there is a God, I want to know. I'm about truth. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong about this atheism thing,
that part.
Bust my bubble. Let me point out, hey man, this is why you wrong. Right here, I can prove that God exists right now over the phone. blase, blase. And you can also click the link in the description and you can show your camera. So, you know what I mean? If you have the evidence of your beliefs, or if you have just a damn good reason that you think will convince me or anybody listening, call in. Share your
Yep, and you know, it looks like DSA was talking to somebody. I think it was a female. Said that they're not a Christian. Okay.
Well, go ahead, bro.
All right. Oh no, I was thought that person was like kind of on sitting on the fence when it comes to whether there is a God or not. But see, you know, the chick that, you know, Shay and her sister, they didn't understand that the word God meant to invoke or pour out libation. And we had Uncle on the show one time, and he basically he basically confirmed everything I was saying. You know, so when you talk about God, you're talking about something that's invoking. You're invoking and pouring out libation. Everybody want to. And the reason why feminists, this is the funny part about it. Christian feminists still call God a him. They rather serve that an imaginary friend. They bow down to that, but when it comes to their actual man, they will not bow down. But they say God is a man, though. And then if you read Genesis 1:26, it said we're made in the image of God. So if we are made in the image of God, then that means you should not bow down, but, you know, you should respect us and revere us because we are the stronger vessel. Y'all are the weaker vessel. But however, we're not oppressing women either, because we understand women have their parts in creation. You know what I'm saying? So by them being feminists and saying that they love God, they respect God. Why you respect something you ain't never seen before? But I'm standing right in front of you and you have no respect for me. You want to call me out my name. You want to say I'm not a man, this and that. You know, well, I'm not saying for me because that'll never happen because I won't allow it. I'm like, you can get out my house if I'm not this and I'm not that. But I see women that are Christian or claim that they Christian talk shit to me and talk down on me and tell them to call them stupid. But, oh, I love God. He is such a special person. That's the only man I love. Like, come on, man. And I tell brother, I said, man, you need to stop dating these black women that are so religious, because you know what? They will not talk to a white man like that. You know why? Because their savior, God, is a white man. Is depicted as a white man. That's why they won't. That's why they will not respect the black man, because their savior is white. Their imaginary friend is white. And they'll tell you like, oh, it don't matter what color he is, but I'm only worried about what he did for me. So you're hypergamous to Jesus too? And if Jesus died, then why the fuck is he? Why the hell you tell me he's still alive? How is it a sacrifice? If this nigga died on the fucking cross, how the hell does nigga come back? If you read the scriptures, they broke his legs so he didn't get up. And then they preserved his body. They gave him frankincense, myrrh. They gave him healing herbs in the tomb. If you were dead, nigga, why the hell you need healing herbs? If you died, if you really died, why the hell they trying to heal you up inside the tomb? So they don't read their fucking book. They don't know about his disciples bringing those healing herbs inside the tomb in Matthew's. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even... It's sad.
You know what the sad thing is? They know this and they take pride in it. They relish in the fact that they are walking by faith, as they call it. It even says in the Bible, 2 Corinthians 5:7, or as Trump said, 2 Corinthians. It says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." Like I know everybody heard that verse before. You walking by faith, not by sight.
Trump ain't even a Christian.
What that means is we don't need evidence. We just gonna believe. Like, in what other aspect of your life, in what other area of your life is that a good method of going about anything on any day? I don't need no evidence. I don't want to see it. I'm just gonna believe it. Would you know what I'm saying? I know people buy houses unseen, but that's because they got money like that and they taking a gamble. But if you only got $30,000, and somebody come tell you, "Hey man, I got this property. It costs $30,000. You want it, but you can't see it." Would you spend your last and your only money on something that you don't know? It might be a fucking swamp property. You don't know what the fuck it is.
Exactly. Or a broke down log cabin or a shotgun house.
But that's what you're required to do for Christianity. And that's the main religion out here that everybody bolstering up. The one that you literally and blatantly can't have evidence for. If you do have evidence for it, God won't even fuck with you. It said in Hebrews 11. You know what I'm saying? So if God requires you to have faith, which we already in the beginning of the show, we already explained that faith by definition is based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. That's the definition that Google gives, not me. So you're not arguing with me if you disagree. You're arguing with everybody, whoever the fuck the author of the dictionary is. You arguing with Webster.
Hey, tell Shaw O'Shell to call in, because I think I don't know if it's a male or female, but looking at the name, it looks like she said
Shay or say, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it either, but call it in. The number's on the bottom of the screen. If you're on the computer, you can click the link and you can share your screen too. So you can ask questions. We're gonna ask you what you believe and why. And she said, or he said that they said they on the fence still. So you know what I mean. Call it in. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's free. You ain't this ain't one of them prison calls. You know what I'm saying? You can call in for free. It's not going to charge you anything. You can go and call in and speak to the brothers, man. You know, or lady. I don't know, bar.
Call in. You talk to whoever. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. I had to hit the bleezy. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I just don't understand. Yeah. What's so fascinating about this faith thing. You know what I mean? Because the reason why I want to talk about it, because it comes up a lot in the conversations that I have with theists, and they always boil down.
Yeah, and because when they run out of road. Yeah, because they run out of road. When a Christian or a believer runs out of road, they just want to say, "Well, you just gotta have faith." That's when they ran out of road. They have nothing else to go off of. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you brought that up, because I just texted a girl. I said, hey, we talking about faith. Can you please call in? She said she'll call in a minute. But you already know when she calls in, she got to go get back up. So
say you don't have to be a Christian. We don't care what religion you are. You know what I mean? We just pick on Christianity because it's prolific in the black community. And part of the show, not only are we atheists, but we blacktivists. You know what I mean? We pro-black. So, you know what I mean? That's why we focus on Christianity, because Christianity focused on the black community. So you ain't got to be a Christian to call the show. We have Muslims on the show all the time. You know what I mean? I want to talk to some like Hindus and Buddhists and stuff. But Buddhism, if you're gonna choose a religion, Buddhism to me made the most sense when I was researching different religions and stuff. And probably for about a month or two, I was labeling myself as a Buddhist. You know what I mean? Until I got into skepticism. So I can see why people believe in that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Until like if you don't know that not believing is an option, because for a long time that wasn't an option for me. It just never occurred to me to not believe nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had already left religion, and I would tell people that I ain't have no religion, and you know what I'm saying. Right. But I still had beliefs, lots of beliefs. But then when I found out about skepticism, that's when my mind really started opening up, and I started understanding things that I had questioned before, like seemed so mysterious to me. Now there's explanations for them. You know what I mean? It's just like when we make a scientific discovery, like evolution or something. I know there's a lot of people that don't believe in it, but if we sit here wondering, damn, how did all these different animals get here? Why everything's so different? And then boom, now all of a sudden we have an explanation. Now it makes more sense. Now we have understanding. That's how it feels when you leave religion and become an atheist. I'm just being real with you. It's just like, damn, everything makes so much sense. Why is the world so fucked up? Because there ain't no God. Duh. That makes so much fucking sense. But people are fighting the obvious. You know what I mean? They don't.
Let me tell you something about atheism. Atheism. No, let's do it like this. And I think I don't know who Richard Carey said this. No, Sam Harris said. I think Sam Harris. Don't quote me. Sam Harris said religion explains why it had. Or no. What did he say? He said, "Is it how?" And then atheism or science explains No, damn. How did it go?
He said,
Yeah,
he said,
it makes a claim.
no,
That
religion
makes a claim, and then
makes a claim. Yeah, religion claims to have the reason. I think that was Neil Tyson. He said religion makes the claim to know why something happened, and science tells you how it happened.
happen. Yeah. You're right.
I think actually what he said was religion can tell you why, but it can't tell you how, and science can tell you how, but it can't tell you why. Something to those effects.
Why? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I knew. Yeah, that quote came to me, but I just didn't know it was Sam Harris or Neil deGrasse Tyson. So.
Yeah, I think that was Neil.
And another thing, they want to talk about creation. You know what I'm saying? They have faith in this creation and that the world is 6,000 years old and shit like that. I'm not gonna go into evolution or anything, but I'm still on the topic of faith. I always ask Christians, like, what gave you the inclination or creation? So I said, what gave you the inclination that the world is 6,000 years old? Where is if the Bible is only 2,000 years old and the world is 6,000 years old? So, and the Egyptians got shit dating back 50,000 years old. How the fuck did God crunch all that shit into a 6,000 year time span? You know what I'm saying? Well, it just gotta happen.
How crazy they are, bro. This is how delusional a young earth creationist is. What they have to do is they have to ignore the evidence, right? And then because people like us will press them, and they'll say, well, how old is the earth? And we ask questions like, if the earth is 4 billion years old, why God wait till 2,000 years ago to show up? Why he didn't show up from the beginning? And they have to answer this stuff. So what they do in their crazy delusional mind is they done went and looked at all the begats, and they added up the average lifespan of a person back then, and said, okay, if all this is true and it's the real word of God, that means the earth must be about 6,000 to 10,000 years old. That's how they come up with that answer. But again, that's only using a book that's written by ancient goat herders that knew fuck all about the universe, let alone how old the earth was, or that the earth was even round, or that the earth was even a fucking planet. You know what I mean? So they using this book to get that answer, and that's part of the reason why their faith is holding them back, because they are, how far the world would be if people would get into science. It's so it's hard as they got into religion. You know what I'm saying? We would have so much more motherfucking invention,
advancement,
and all that shit, because all these people that probably very intelligent people, they not even open to the science, because they have to ignore it in order to maintain their belief in their imaginary God.
And it's based on fear. Like I said, it's fear. Like Jeremiah Kamara, I want to see some. I don't know if you ever seen slave sermons.
Nah.
You need to check that out. Jeremiah Kamara slave sermons. I'm actually gonna text you the series, man, and you probably can play some of his videos as well.
We'll see, as long as Creative Commons, and because we can't play everything. If it's copyrighted, we can't use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you first. That way you can look at it. I don't think it's copyrighted, because I think I've been trying to get in touch with Jeremiah Kamara to come on to the show. He hasn't emailed me back, but he got his email is in the description of the Holy Lockdown. He wrote the book Holy Lockdown. A lot of stuff that religious roots to. That's Jeremiah. Yeah, he got a series called Slave Sermon. It is so funny. Like, he's a comedian, man, but he's an atheist, black atheist comedian, and he is so funny. And he talks about how faith was a shift in the slaves' mental state, because somebody told them one day that they're gonna be free, and a lot of slaves died waiting to be free. That's what's happening in today's world. Yeah. Bro, slaves died waiting to be free.
A slave now, you know what I mean? If you work every day, you're a slave. Point blank, period. Because the
that's how I feel.
Is the new slavery. Even it was said in the movie Uncle Tom's Cabin. The slave said to the white man, because he was smiling, the white man said, "You was fucking slave, why you smiling so hard?" He said, you ain't no different than me. He said, man, I get the weekends off. I work sun up to sundown just like you. I got a bed, get food. What you do? What you do different than me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you know, I feel like one too, shit, because even though I'm not doing manual labor, I'm still a slave. Like today, my off day, but I got to be at work in an hour. Like what time is it? 8:00 here in Texas? I got to be at work at 9. Shit, I'm like, I'm just as much as a slave as anybody else. I got to survive. I got to maintain my apartment. Got to maintain these cars.
Yeah, we all,
shit,
we all are, you know what I'm saying? I'm
light
not
bills.
separating myself from it either. Like we all are. So
Yeah.
that's the point of it too. Like we gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? People don't even realize that shit. You know what I mean? People go to school, regular school, for 14 years if you went to pre-K, and then they go to secondary education, go to college and stuff, just so that they could be a slave somewhere. You know what I mean? And if you a real good slave and you show them that you a good boy and you will do what they say do, and by getting
Cut you on the
grades, head. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll give you a comfortable slave quarters, and you'll be able to drive a comfortable box to your box where it'll be, you won't have to break a sweat. You'll be able to use your education to get your money. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not a do boy like that, then you're gonna be relegated to figure shit out on your own. If you can't figure shit out on your own, then you might be busting tables or some shit, trying to make ends meet, like everybody is out here. But that's the reality that we are faced with. But you know what I'm saying? We as a people just gotta wake up out of all the delusions that they put upon us. The fact that they convinced us to eat baby chicken fetuses, and you know what I'm saying, think it tastes good, even though we put all these seasonings on it for taste. If we don't put all those seasonings on the shit, guess what it tastes like? Shit. But you know what I'm saying? We trick our brains into thinking that it's good. You know what I mean? We trick our taste buds into thinking that it's good. You trick yourself every time you go to church. Man, I be listening to this shit on the radio sometimes to just to hear what these preachers are preaching. You know what I'm saying? And like the whole doctrine is for people that feel like they suffering. You know what I'm saying? And it's so sickening to me because they're preying on people that need help for real. So these people feel like they need help, they suffering or whatever, and they go to church. And the preacher telling them, he literally said this shit today when I was listening. He said, in 3 months, all this is going to be better. In 90 days, all this is going to be better. And the people just clapping, yes, Jesus, yes, Jesus. I'm like, man, how you selling people wolf tickets? You telling somebody what's going to happen in 3 months and shit, you ain't giving no evidence and shit? You know, imagine if your boss did you like that. Work for me today, I got you in 3 months, and I ain't going to give it to you, God going to give it to you. Would you go to work? Nah, nigga, I need my check on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, not only that, Kweli, man, Ray Hagen's made a good point. Why you don't catch the Holy Ghost in a store? Why you don't catch the Holy Ghost in any other place but a church? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's another reason, you know, if the preacher telling you could be sitting in the car, you might catch the Holy Ghost in your car if somebody's there. But who you trying to impress? You know what I'm saying? It's all about being impressionable. You know, it's all about showing people.
If you
go ahead.
If you caught the Holy Ghost outside the church, they would think something wrong with you. They would think you were having a seizure, like or that you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did it like when I was growing up, how old ladies was catching the Holy Ghost. If you did that shit like in a grocery store, motherfuckers would call 911. I'm talking about these old bitches were falling out on the floor, shaking and shit, and everybody's just like, yes, no, them guys. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid, so I thought at the time this shit was real. But you know what I'm saying? Occasionally you see that old woman and you can like tell that, okay, she putting on. She got through her person at edge.
Oh man, we had this woman from the east side. I thank you, Jesus. I thank you, Lord. Man, shit, like shit. That's all that be saying. She was an announcement lady. We were like, it got to the point where me and my cousin, we in the back like laughing. And, you know, your grandmama got to get that old church pinch that where she'll grab your skin and she twist it. Somebody you putting that act up in church, then get you $1, say put it in church. I'm like, Granny, I thought we were gonna have some hot dogs, but you just spent the hot dog money giving it to this guy. Okay.
Bro, church is a drug.
We hungry.
For real. I think I still
we hungry and you gonna give
linked up. I'm gonna play that shit, man. You can go ahead though. I'm gonna see if I still got it.
All right, then. All right. But yeah, people. We're gonna upload a video and about this shit. It's very funny. Hope y'all have a good laugh. But yeah, y'all. Question of faith, man. The thing is, you have faith in yourself, but the only time faith outside of yourself, you will be let down. I promise you that. As long as you have faith in yourself, because we can have faith as atheists, but it will be based off of rational consideration of our action.
For sure. Let me see. Still no callers tonight. What's going on? Are the believers scared? You know what I'm saying? Is that what it really is? Because niggas love to ask questions and talk cash shit in my goddamn comments, but y'all don't call in and have live conversations in real time. Why is that? I ask.
Yeah. Can I be heard? Can I be heard? I just had a call from my boss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, you live.
I hope. Hey, look. I hope that did not show up on the show because I tried to hang up, but y'all didn't hear nothing, did you?
No, we didn't hear that.
Okay, cool, man. Because I had a double. Because I got that new iPhone, man, and actually you can take 2 calls at once. So I was trying to make sure y'all didn't hear what my boss had to say. It wasn't nothing bad, but he gave me the night off, so I'm good. He said you ain't got to go in tonight. Where the clapping sounds at? You see, you need. Like, you know what? I'm gonna need to get one of those clapping machines. But yeah, y'all.
Yeah, we gonna have to get it.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm being goofy because I'm a little buzzed, but I'm being goofy.
I got the clip, so I'm gonna play the clip, man. This shit is hilarious. Are you watching the stream, Kwame?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream. I got it on mute right now, but I can still hear it through my headphones.
Okay.
In the last 50 years, since niggas have been doing all of this acquiescence, assimilation, and conformity. What do I mean by that? All these niggas that have been assimilating into these suburbs, all these niggas who've been telling you and preaching that education in Jesus is the way and all of this shit. At the same time they were doing that, all these white factions and white people in general have been getting stronger, bigger, more athletic. They've been going and doing MMA, teaching their kids to shoot, learning how to hunt and shit. And at the same time, niggas have become progressively weaker, genetically, biologically, emotionally, socially, psychologically, to the point where even our family breakdown, even our dynamic male and female has been completely fucking fractured. That shit ain't by accident.
Black bitches hate niggas.
And that
on the
shit
average.
ain't by accident. It's been set up that way.
I don't give a fuck who get mad at me.
It's been programmed that way. And that's why niggas love to absorb themselves in the trappings of all this shit. Yeah, let's pop bottles. Yeah, let's wear flashy shit. Let's just fuck it all until it's all over. Because they look at down the road and they see the futility of their existence. They see that down the road there is no fucking hope. That's why them niggas go to church and get themselves drunk off that Jesus shit and go home and go to sleep without even turning on their TV.
Jesus is the biggest scam in America.
It's a drug. Just like
That's
cocaine,
the biggest scam.
just like alcohol, just like meth, just like PCP. It's a drug. And for about $80 every Sunday, you can go get you a good ass fix. But it only lasts about 4-5 hours.
Right.
Shit used to last a week when the dope first hit the streets, but it's been stepped on so much.
Come on, somebody.
Hey man, Jesus ain't never showed himself, and his motherfuckers got more loyalty to this motherfucker than they do to the motherfuckers they see every motherfucking day. And the fucking shit is pitiful. You will fucking hold up some shit you ain't never seen before you motherfucking hold up some shit that you motherfucking are living. How in the fuck are you doing that? What the fuck is wrong with you? I know when you were a kid, you listened to your mama, but your mama got the shit after she got turned out. It's just people don't say turned out in church. They say turned out on the street with the pimp shit and all that. No, if your mama got you in church every Sunday, your mama turned out and she putting that shit off on you.
Also teaching you that a whole nother nigga that don't live in your house got more say so than your daddy. Your daddy don't go to church, so he a heathen, he a backslider. And your pastor got more motherfucking say so in your household than your daddy do. Your mama has been teaching you to disrespect the nigga that puts food on your table every fucking week. It is no wonder why these days these women have more love for a Derrick Jackson type nigga.
Who is Derrick Jackson?
The nigga that was
the nigga that was in his car throwing salt and throwing niggas under the bus, caping and capping and shit. This whole
You talking about the little young boy telling these bitches what the
That nigga ain't young.
I heard he was 30.
He 31. He young, cool.
That's a young boy.
Old in the hole. That's his internet age.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know our partner that we was talking about earlier when we was on the phone.
You can't tell me
On the
shit if
internet,
you ain't got no.
on the internet, they say he 39. Our partner that we was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, however age the motherfucker is, first of all, you married to a bitch that go to church. I know you don't know what the fuck going on in the world. Fuck you gonna do with a bitch that go to church, nigga? A bitch that go to church is fucking pulling you backwards. How the fuck is you in church, bitch, and we got all this shit to do? If you want to go to church to hang out and motherfucking, meet the motherfucking goof ass niggas at the church, that's different. But this bitch is committed to church. Any bitch that's committed to church is not wifey material. They for fucking.
Somebody said I'm talking in circles. No, I just made you feel bad because you've been going to church every Sunday because that's what your mama taught you. Because that's what granny taught her. Because that's what great-grandmama taught her.
I can fuck all the hoes in your church, homie. If I go to your church, homie, I'm dead ass. I'm gonna fuck most of the hoes in your church before enough of them get mad at me where they done fucking threw enough salt on me where it's harder to fuck the hoes in the church. But I still got that bag a little bit, so a lot of them hoes still gonna go.
You mean all the ones that aren't or are sleeping with the pastor?
I'm saying like,
and everybody know Alto's got the best pussy. So what are we talking about?
That's why they got the deep voice. That's why they got the deep voice. That tingling come down to the bottom.
Got Bishop ass late to the pulpit every Sunday.
Hey, but look, old Derrick Jackson, you remember that scheming pastor that he had?
Did you say scheming?
Yeah.
Yeah, scheming pastor is what he said.
Fuck you, Cole. He's a scammer, you know what I'm saying?
Scammer, there it is. Go with the words you know, nigga.
I'm gonna use that though. I like his version, but go ahead.
He was the one that was, he went viral. Remember he went viral, he was talking about, you had a demon.
Ed, what's his name? Yeah, that's sex demon.
Yeah.
That's sex demon.
A dick sucking demon.
Yeah.
You say she had a dick sucking demon. That nigga Derrick Jackson was in the church. He
was a deacon.
He was one of the deacons in the church.
He used to catch the bitches when they would fall out.
Yeah.
So they was running that Benny Hinn hustle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Corey Holcomb with the 5150 show. Make sure y'all check that out. He go live every Tuesday night, I think it is. Yeah, Tuesday night. Hilarious, man. And I folks with the 5150 show because Corey Holcomb, the only non-activist in the religious or atheist community. He don't really do all that, but he the only person that will speak on that shit like that on the platform. You know what I'm saying? He have a lot of viewers, so. Don't think that we alone in this black atheist shit, y'all. That's the point of this show, to show y'all that you ain't alone, we ain't alone. It ain't just me and Kwame weirdos over here talking about there ain't no God. It's really a wave going on, you know what I'm saying, where people are waking up, you know what I mean? And it's been going slow, but like a snowball, for sure, that shit growing though. You know what I'm saying? And the church is
we gaining traction, y'all. We gaining traction.
Yeah.
We gaining mad traction, y'all.
So I'm thinking that might be what we might change the name of the show to, but I don't know yet, man. The Atheist Church Live. What you think?
One more time. I didn't hear you. What you say?
I said I'm thinking we might could change the name of the show to Atheist Church Live.
Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. But did you see the poll that the ACA put out? Like, do you agree with Atheist Church? And
Yeah, yeah.
77%, 77%. You see that poll?
What made me think it was a good idea because most of the people.
But you know what? That's a good idea. Check this out. Let's do that. You know why? Because it's gonna bring more religious people in. They're gonna say, "Oh, atheism is a religion." Now we can bring the motherfuckers in. Right. Let's do that.
And because
the new atheist church.
The way we
the new atheist church.
You know what I'm saying? We get into the Bible a lot. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like if there was an atheist church, it would kind of be something like this where we go into any religion, mainly the Bible, but any religion, we go into the religious text and we read it just like they do in church, but we're reading it from an atheist point of view. We're not reading it from a believer's point of view. You know what I mean? So
good idea. Great idea.
It's gonna be people that call in and say, "Oh, I thought atheism wasn't a religion." It's called a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a oxymoron, atheist church.
Hey, people in the comments, give us a thumbs up if y'all agree with the new atheist church. Give us thumbs up, y'all. If y'all agree with the new atheist church. How we got the new atheist?
They're the ones that's gonna be watching this shit. So what do y'all think? Because the name is changing. You know
thumbs up.
The name is changing.
We got to change the name, y'all. We got to change the name. So thumbs up if y'all agree with the new atheist church. Like how it is, new atheist church. I guarantee that's gonna pull in a lot of Christians, Jews, Muslims. Free Thinkers Church. Who is Mac? I don't know who Mac is. Hey, Mac. I will tell you what, Mac. I don't know who that is.
He a regular.
You're a regular? Okay. The Free Thinkers Church. That would sound kind of like weak. That's weak atheism. We're more like middle of the road atheism. We're not saying that there is no God. We're agnostic atheists. But that's a thing. That's a good thing. But we're trying to keep it kind of black. If you understand what I'm saying.
No, you.
So
Kweli is an agnostic atheist. I'm a Gnostic atheist.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm agnostic atheist.
That's a good thing. So that's the lesson 1 in the atheist church, y'all. Sermon 1, lesson 1. Everybody in here don't agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe what I believe.
That's a fact.
So he can.
That's a fact. Because I'm agnostic atheist because I deal with Kemet. I deal with ancient Kemet, and I understand as a Kemetic brother. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably seen me on video because I did turn my camera on. Y'all saw my Ra and my Ankh and all that shit. I deal with the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in Jesus. We don't believe that there's an actual God, but we understand the principles of nature. So I'm a Kemetic brother. So, you know, I'm like polite. I'm basically like polite. So, you know, then you got my brother Kweli, you know, he's an atheist, you know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, we have a common ground that we know that there ain't no such thing as a Jesus, ain't no such thing as a God. Well, I understand principles of nature. You know what I'm saying? But that's still my brother, and we still agree on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm agnostic atheist. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got atheism is a copy of mechanism of people unable to accept reality. Oh, we need you to call in, Miss Brown. Miss Brown, call in. We need you to call in right now. The number is on the screen.
Alicia Brown,
please call in.
We're going to ask you what you believe and why, and then you're going to tell us what you believe and why. And if you give us a good enough reason, then we will believe you and we will no longer be atheists. And then we're going to change the name of the show to the God is Real Church Live or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying?
Please, Alicia, you might be the goddess. Please, Alicia, we need help. We need to be redirected towards Jesus. Can you call in, please?
She said, "You're corny." So is that your excuse for not calling in? So you a believer. You on the chat listening to two atheists, and your rationale for not saving us and to let us burn in hell is because we're corny. How do you think your God would feel about that? You think he was saying our corny asses to hell or your bitch ass?
Miss Alicia Brown, if your God, if this God of yours sent you.
Yo, your sound went out, Kwame. Check your sound. You might have to go out and come back in or something. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool.
Why would I think I want to say, how about you call in and I tell you, dumbass? You stupid as hell. How you gonna be able to believe? Are you a Christian? Call in. I don't like talking to people through the chat. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Why would I think that you want to save us? Because that's what your religion tells you to do. Your religion tells you to spread the word, don't it? I mean, shit. If you are a believer and you think that it's not wise for you to spread the truth or knowledge, then you just a shitty person. How about that? You's a shitty person. But I ain't gonna be talking to you through the chat, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my moderators have you if you ain't gonna call in. But it's all good, man. If nobody called in yet, man, it's because y'all scared. I know this by now. I talk way too much shit. I know too much. I'm gonna bust your bubble. Y'all done seen a lot of people call in and fail. And now y'all scared to call in. The only person that ever had the guts to call in again after they failed was Ultimate Truth. He don't call no more. But, you know what I'm saying, he called in about 3 times. Everybody else, one and done. I'm Floyd Mayweather of this shit. That's why you can't prove to me that your imaginary God is real, and all you can do is resort to ad hominems and call people names and insults instead of show evidence and facts. Because you're delusional and you're crazy. You believe in an imaginary thing that you have never seen. You never heard. And your own Bible tells you that faith comes by hearing the word of Christ. And you never heard it, but you believe in it anyway. Because you're stupid. Yeah, I said it. You're stupid. Some of y'all are just crazy, but most of y'all are stupid. And I know this because I went to school with a lot of people, and they were C students. And let me tell you how easy it is to be a C student. You can do that shit without even trying. I did it. You know what I mean? So, and having good grades don't necessarily mean you're smart. That just means you're a good old boy and you do what they tell you to do. That's why, you know what I'm saying, schooling is done to us, to condition us to do what they tell us to do. So then when you grow up, it don't feel weird to you. But instead of getting a report card, you get a paycheck or a bank statement. But it's all the same shit. The ones who do what they told, they get good marks. The ones that got their own free thinking mind, you left to the side. You gotta figure it out. Call in, folks. The number is on the bottom of the screen. This is a live call-in show. You ain't got to be scared. You ain't got to be scared. We ain't gonna bite you. All we're gonna do is ask you what you believe and why. And if you have a good reason for why you believe what you believe, then maybe we'll believe it too. You don't have to be no Christian. You don't even have to be religious. We want to know whatever you believe. We want to know. We all about the truth over here. That's what my name means, by the way. Kweli means truth. That's what we all about. That's what I'm all about. So if you got some truth, call it in and enlighten us.
Alicia Brown, you ain't nothing but a troll. Alicia Brown, you a troll, sis. You said, prove to me that God is imaginary, but you got to prove to me that he's not. The burden of proof is on the person that's making a claim that God is not imaginary. So the burden of proof is on you, sis. So please call in, or I will boot you out of the comments. I have the power to say, hey, you're no longer welcome.
I can prove it right now that God is imaginary.
I can disprove God.
I can prove that your God is imaginary. I can prove that a lot of gods are imaginary, but specifically the Bible, the Bible God, the God of the Bible, I can prove right now that God is imaginary. Because in Matthew 21:22, it says, and whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. And that's not true. So, boom.
And also, Alicia Brown, call in. We're not going to answer no more questions. You can super chat, Alicia Brown. You can super chat because it sounds like you're in your feelings. You might be on your period. You know, something that you think that Adam, because Eve ate an apple or a fruit that gave you your period. So I think that's what you're on. You know,
you ain't gotta answer her questions if she ain't gonna call in. I don't like when people just sit in the chat. That's what I be talking about. You gonna sit in the comments, but you ain't gonna call in. You know what I'm saying? But for anybody out there that may be as stupid as Alicia Brown, that don't know why we don't have to prove that something is imaginary, is because we're not the ones that claim that the shit was real. So what we're doing is we're rejecting a claim. The burden of proof is not ever on anybody that's rejecting a claim. It ain't got nothing to do with God. If I told you that I got $1 million in my bank account and you told me that you don't believe me, there's not $1 million in my bank account because you drive a shitty car, you live in the fucking shitty house. How the hell you got $1 million in your bank account? And I say, well, prove to me that I don't got $1 million in my bank account. Which one of us is making the intellectual argument here? Be for real. Now,
so
that bank account with your God. It's the same shit.
Bye bye, Alicia. Bye bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. You say you done. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. You continue to believe in your imaginary friend that ain't gonna defend you, but you gotta defend your imaginary friend. Bye, Felicia. Boy, hey, Kweli, man, what the fuck is wrong with... It's mainly the females. Like, what the fuck? Kweli, why these females gotta defend a male god? If they say we're sexist, but you're...
I got into a
bro
with a man
dog
in the comments, man.
Kweli, bro. these females and these feminine ass dudes will defend a male god. She's still here. She's still on our platform. Call in. And you know what? Have God on three-way. So that's why we got to bring that goddamn God in here. Hey, yeah, apparently your God. Apparently, if I look, Alicia, if you call in, you got the flow. It's an old. It's not. It's a. Well, hold on. She said if I claim that there's an odd number of planets, what is Alicia? You know what? I'm not even gonna read your comments, but you can call in, change your pad, change your period pad, call in, talk to some grown ass masculine alpha male black men. She trolling. You're a troll. You know what? I think Shay. Check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna say this, Kweli. You know what? Shay told you to call in. Shay told you to come fuck with our show, didn't she? You know Shay. You know Shay. You from Arlington, Texas. That is Shay's friend, bro. That's Shay's friend, bro.
I seen her name in the chat before. Shit, I don't know if it probably is. But shit, that one put it past him. All I know
that's Shay.
The Brown character is they got a GED. I know that. Prove
barely got a GED.
Prove that you don't. Prove that you don't got a GED, Alicia. See how your logic works? Prove that you don't got a GED.
Exactly.
Probably didn't.
Hey, look, Alicia. Look, Alicia. I know you only got your GED in juvenile. She got her goddamn GED in juvenile hall. Yeah. Lady, what you do? Rob an old lady? You robbed the dollar store in Dallas? Because I know who you are, Alicia. Tell Shay, you know what? I'm finna text your friend right now.
Some dumb shit like took a charge for a nigga or something.
Exactly.
Got out, that nigga said, bitch, you dumb, bye.
Yeah, I know Alicia Brown, Miss Brown from Arlington, Texas. Yeah, y'all all, man, you know what, bro? I'm in Fort Worth. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. In between us, now, if you don't, for people that don't know about the Metroplex, I'm in Fort Worth. I'm close to Arlington, Grand Prairie, Irving, Farmers Branch, Grapevine. Then you got Dallas. everybody in between, it seemed like they're so fucking religious. And when I go out to Dallas, like I talked to this chick named Maria, she was like, I was like, this is something simple. This is some simple question. I said, Maria, you not religious? She said, who? I'm a religious nigga. I ain't finna go no pool pimp. Like when you go to Dallas, like if brothers, check this out. If y'all come to Dallas, Fort Worth, like the people in the bigger cities like Dallas and Fort Worth, these women really don't believe down here. But when you, like everybody in between, like Arlington, Grand Prairie, Farmers Branch, Grapevine, Euless, Bedford, all these little cities in between, Dallas and Fort Worth, they're believers. But when you get to the city chicks, they don't believe in God. I'm like, where y'all been? I ain't gonna lie, I took old girl number. She said, I don't believe in no God. I don't go to church. For real. I've been looking in the wrong motherfucking spots. I've been looking in the wrong goddamn spot. The non-believer chicks are in the DFW, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but they ain't in, it's mainly Grand Prairie. Like, okay, so when you got Dallas, you got Fort Worth. Fort Worth and Dallas have gang violence real bad out here. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of them chicks don't believe in God. Because you know what? The Hebrew Israelite, now, check this out. Now, when you go to East Lancaster, like, hey, Kweli, when you come out here, I'm gonna show you around the Metroplex when you come out here. But I'm going to show you where the Hebrews be hanging out at. I'm going to show you. The niggas the Hebrew Israelites call the police on me. They call the police on me because I was like asking them simple questions. But next time when you come out here, I guarantee, bro, it's gonna be a different story. But I'm just saying, like everywhere in between, they believe in God because they're suburban. But out here,
yo, you cut out again, bro. But yeah, man, them Hebrew Israelites.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you back.
I'm good. All right, cool. So them Hebrew Israelites called the police. The very people that they hate, they called the police on me and told me to remove myself. They told me to go on back over to my job because I was doing security I was doing armed security at McDonald's on Lancaster and Fort Worth. So I went over there. I'm like, look, y'all need to leave, bro. Y'all out here teaching our people to lie and shit. Them damn nigger brews called the police on me, bro.
They called
the Edomite. I'm gonna call. Yeah, they called the Edomites. Yeah, they called. And guess what? 4 Edomites showed up. 4 Edomites showed up. But y'all ISUPK. Y'all niggas, y'all ISUPK calling on one Kemetic brother. I'm a Kemetic brother. I deal with ancient Kemet. Y'all called on me. You see what I'm saying? All because I said, show me some shit that y'all have in writing. No, what did I say? No, I said, show me a mathematical papyrus, show me a medical papyrus, show me a papyrus of architecture, because ancient Egypt had the medical had the architecture papyrus, which is the coffin text 185. 185 architectural papyrus to build the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? When I told them niggas y'all can't show me none of that shit, we called 911, man. Get this Kemetic nigga out of here. Kweli, I was by myself with them damn nigger brews on Lancaster here in Fort Worth, Texas. Then you had a motherfucker in the car by myself. Kweli, when you come out here, bro, I'm gonna pay for your plane ticket. I'm gonna pay for your room for 3 days. When you come out here, you're going to see them niggas still over there on Lancaster in the hood. They still on Lancaster in the hood talking that shit. You know why I ain't went back over there? Because they every time I go over there, they threaten to call Forward PD on me. Forward PD don't do shit, though. They just tell me, hey, man, just go on and leave, bro. Leave these people alone. Because Forward PD already know. These niggas are stupid. Forward PD don't do shit. They just tell me, hey, man, just go on and walk away. These cops out here know that them damn Hebrew, them IS, it's really right out here in Texas, it's ISUPK. What is it?
It's like I think you said it or somebody said it, like if the shit was supposed to be working for black people so well, why didn't the police shut it down? They shut down everything that's pro black.
That part, bro. Bro, I said that to my mama on Friday. I said, Mama, if Christianity was empowering black people, why they haven't shut it down? My mama couldn't answer that question. They shut down the Black Panther Party. They shut down the Peace Stones. They shut down the Larry Hoover. They shut down the damn GDs. Because the GDs in the 70s, they was about black empowerment. Why the fuck did they go in and shut down that shit about black empowerment? But they ain't shut down Christianity yet. You know why? I said, Mama, because it's not for us. They use it as a way, as a tool to enslave us and keep us into mental bondage. We are still in mental bondage. I try to tell my mom about ancient Haru, Asar, Aset. I even told her about Asar was the god that, when you celebrate Easter, Esther of Rome stole that from Asar. Because Asar was killed by his brother Set, and he was chopped up into 14 pieces. That's why that's why they did that. Hide the Easter egg shit. That comes from ancient Egypt, because Aset and Nephis had to find her husband. That's why he was chopped up in so many pieces. That's where they got the whole Easter egg hunt shit from, because they trying to find the body parts of Asar. It was about resurrection. And my mama like, oh, that's not true. That's the white man telling you. I said, Mama, the white man told you that Jesus was your Lord and Savior. You okay with that? She said, yeah, I'm in, because black people always killing each other. So, Mama. Oh, this is another thing, Kweli. Did you hear about that April 24th being the National Rape Day? You heard about that shit?
What the fuck does that mean?
Bro, look it up real quick. April 24th. All you Christians that's in our live tonight, look up April 24th. It's supposed to be the National Rape Day. April 24th. Look that shit up right now. White folks created that National Rape Day. But I'm wrong for being a black man that followed the ancient ancestors. Now, I'm not metaphysical. I'm not like Dr. Go ahead.
A group of men have declared April 24th National Day for carrying out rape and sexual assault. Here are a couple of comments on Twitter. Not gonna read y'all comments. That's crazy, bro.
You see what I'm saying? You see the fuck what I'm saying? But God ain't doing shit to stop the shit. Jesus ain't doing shit to stop the shit. You know what? My daughter just got molested 2 weeks ago. And y'all still believe in this goddamn God. That's what pisses me off. And I'm not going to get into my feeling. I know I've been drinking a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, there's a National Rape Day. These crackers who told you that Jesus Christ was your fucking Lord and Savior is basically finna sanction a rape day. April 24th. I said, Mama. I called my mama. I called my sisters. I called both my baby mamas. I said, stay in the house on April 24th. Do not go to work. Why not? Look up on Twitter. It's going to be a National Rape Day. They can assault you. They can assault my baby. My baby already been assaulted. Because you know what? Because if that's the case, look, I'm not gonna have no understanding. If something happened to my kids, I'm not gonna have no understanding. And Kweli, I know you're not a father, but you gotta understand how I'm feeling.
Trust me, I can sympathize, man. I can imagine if I had kids. You know what I'm saying? And they say like 100,000.
I got 2 girls
every year in this country, bro. That is crazy. 100,000.
And what Jesus said? What is Jesus said? But you know what? I had people say, well, you know what? I had people say, well, what Horus said. I said, Horus is not real. Oh, you're supposed to believe in ancient Kemet. I said, you know what? I understand the nature of my ancestors. Horus is not real, but Horus is a principle of the rising and setting of the sun. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, they're ignorant because I'll have a lot of Hebrew Israelites talking about, oh, you believe in Horus, you believe in Set, you believe in Asar, Osiris. They call him Osiris. I don't call him Osiris. I call him Asar, Usir. And I call Isis or Aset. And I call her sister Netu or Nepu. So Nephis, those are all elements of nature. What the fuck y'all don't understand about that? It's not. It's called the Netaru, Unter.
Their religion is based on nature. They don't understand that Jesus.
It's based on the same shit.
Jesus ain't nothing but the sun personified. You know what I'm saying? That's why they celebrate Easter in the spring equinox, and they celebrate Christmas on the winter solstice. It's just nature worship, the same shit, washed up in a different toilet.
And ancient Kemet, it's same came from Kemet. It all came from Kemet. And I know you and me, well, you already knew I was a Kemetic brother. You already knew I was Kemetic. But the thing is, people going to be like, well, Kweli, why you let this Kemetic brother go on her? Don't he believe in God? No, I don't believe in a God. I don't. And then they're gonna be like, "Well, I thought, well, you're an atheist." And say, "Well, I'm an atheist to the against the state-sponsored religions of our oppressors. But when it comes to our African ancestors, I understand that the rain is Nephis or Nepu. That's what they call her. They call her. She brings the moisture. Then you got Shu and Tefnu. Shu is the wind. Tefnu is the moisture. Tefnu is the mother of Nephis. And Aset represents the throne of civilization. She represents the moisture. Asar, he represents the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? Set, he represents the dark energy. Heru was in battle with his uncle Set. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of dynamics that go with this shit. I'm still an atheist. The reason why I'm an atheist is because I don't believe in no God. But the thing is, I understand that what our ancestors was teaching us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm part of the new atheist experience, because I am an atheist, but I do understand. I am Kemetic at the same time. I am Kemetic. So, you know, go ahead, Kweli. I'm sorry, man. Take over the show like that.
It's all good, man. Well, we've been going for a good 2.5 hours, so we're going to wrap it up in a few minutes, man. Before we head out, though, I'm going to do the book of the day right quick, so we can make sure that we get that in. Everybody listening, I want to remind you that the link to this book is in the description below, and if you use that link, you will get 2 free audio books. And this is the audio book. This is the way I choose to read. And books help me through my spiritual journey, so I recommend them all the time to everybody else. So tonight's book is How I Opened Up My Mind and Let God Out. How I Opened Up My Mind and Let God Out by Frank Laurent.
I got to get that. I got to cop that, bro.
Yeah, it's number 1 in on Amazon right now. I
can cop this shit.
So a 6-month debate at work with the religious fundamentalists led to years of research and contemplation, resulting in the author's journey towards atheism. The 3 monotheisms are picked apart, exposing their shortfalls via their own text, world history, philosophy, and thought-provoking hypotheticals. If your brilliant logical brain is ready to be freed, then you have come to the right place. This book will help you quell the doubt and fear associated with leaving the credulous herd. So right along the lines with what we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? So again, the link to that audio book is in the description. I recommend everybody go ahead and get it. And if you choose to sign up with Audible, you will get 2 free audio books. And they'll send it to you every month. That's not just a one-time thing. So every month I got it and I love it. You know what I mean? So I get bored of listening to the same 8 songs on the radio over and over and over. So I like to listen to books and stuff. You know what I mean? Listen to them while I fall asleep. You know what I mean? And after a while, after a few nights, you done basically read a whole book, and you ain't even have to read a book. You just falling asleep. And so it's a good way to get information in your black ass mind. So I want to recap before we head out of here, man. Tonight's episode, why your faith is holding you back. So we began by defining faith, and just to let everybody know, if you missed that part or if you don't remember, faith can be defined as a strong belief in God or in the doctrines of a religion based on the spiritual apprehension rather than proof. Specifically, the God thing, and specifically, no proof. So if you have faith, then you're basically saying, I choose to believe something even though I don't got no evidence. You know what I mean? And as the bad book says in the Bible, because if you read the Bible, you literally Bible. In Hebrews 11:1, it says, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. So let's break down Hebrews 11:1, people. The assurance of things hoped for. So if I tell you, I hope I hit the Powerball, I hope I hit it, and you assure me that I'm going to hit it, that's what faith is. That's what Hebrews 11 said. So as good as you telling me that I'm going to hit the Powerball is whatever that's worth That's exactly what your faith is worth. And then it says the conviction of things not seen. The conviction of things not seen. So you believe in something that you have no evidence for, is what that means. Basically saying you choose to self-delude yourself. You're making yourself delusional. Somebody tells you a thing, they have no evidence for it. I got $1 billion in my bank account, even though I don't have no evidence for it. Every time you ask me for any amount of evidence, I say I don't have any. And how dare you for asking me, where is your faith? But you wouldn't use faith in that scenario because you haven't been conditioned to use faith in that scenario. Blatantly, you have only been conditioned to use faith when it comes to your imaginary God thinking that's in outer space, your sky daddy. Stop it. God damn you. Kwame, anything you want to say before we head out, bro? Mr. Ramesu, I can't hear you, sir. If you still on the line. I think your sound cut out. I'm gonna give you a chance to make your closing statements though. So everybody, want to defer your attention to a little song I like to call Superstition.
When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition is the way.
And my brother said a mouthful. Thank y'all for checking out the New Atheist Experience. The Dr. Kweli Kush and myself, Kwame Remesu, man. Hey, look, we need more people to come to the light, man. You know, because everybody think that they're going to see a light after they die. But the light is right in front of you before you die. You know what I'm saying? I think our ancestors, the spirit of our ancestors is telling us, leave this shit alone, because they knew it was bullshit, but they pretended. So check out the book of the day. It's a very good book. I know I'm going to cop it. Just by him explaining to it lets me know, hey, I need to cop this shit. But hey, look out for Bible Comedy Hour starting Monday. I got to go buy a Bible. Anybody know I could, you know what? I'm going to break in one of the hotels and steal a Bible. Y'all think that'd be a good idea? No, I'll play it. I'm not going to do that shit. But thanks for showing up to the show. I love y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for showing up to the